Hello and welcome to Transform Your Astrology. Today we're going to be talking about the zodiac sign of Scorpio. Now, Scorpio I see as the most complex sign of our zodiac because it actually has three totem signs. So for starters, we have the scorpion. The scorpion can sting itself with its tail and do some of that self-sabotage stuff, or it can sting others. The challenging side of Scorpio is they can be, really quite mean and vindictive and manipulative to others. Or it may be that they have someone that's really quite manipulative and trying to bring power over them in their life, and that's how they learn through those lenses. This is why we can't talk about one sign, as this is exactly how they're going to be, because there's so many different ways that you can play out the energy. It can be that you play it out, or that other people in your life play it out so you learn through it. Basically, when we're learning about a sign, it's you will learn through the lens of manipulation, of power, of determination, whether it be you are like that and you see that doesn't work in the world, or someone else does that to you and you go, I never want to be that way in the world. So our first sign is the scorpion. And the second is the eagle. So the eagle gets above it all. He can see exactly what's going on. He has this eagle eye vision that he can see that tiny little mouse down in that tree. So one of the gifts of Scorpio is they're really perceptive. They can see what's actually going on. It may be that their workplace is trying to buy them this story that I want you to work more, but you're going to have incentives and this, that, and the other. And they're going, no, we would make a lot more if you paid us by the hour. You're actually trying to do us wrong here. I can perceive exactly what's going on here. So they've got this eagle eye vision of what's actually happening. And it could be seen as another way of, like, say you're in something and you're just so emotional in it. You're having trouble with a family member or a friend or something, and it triggers so many emotions in you that you can't really get above it to see what's really going on. Another way that you could use this energy is go, if this was happening to my closest friend or my family member, what advice would I give them? If I take out all the emotions, what is it that I'm meant to see here? Because Scorpios are actually destined to learn emotional mastery. Now, that's quite an intense thing to learn, isn't it? For starters, we need to be aware, what is it that we're even feeling? Because so many of us block off feeling anything. If you're blocking off the negative emotions, you're also blocking off the positive emotions, and then you're wondering why you don't feel joy in your everyday and why you aren't having fun in life. So this emotional mastery is actually going, what am I feeling here? It might be that you check in every day, or you might start an emotional journal where you write at the top, how am I feeling? And then you just write it out. All the things that you'd never say to anyone else, you just get them out of your head and rip it up and throw it out so you can be really aware of what's happening there. Because what can happen is, say an emotional time in your life happens, but you go, I don't have time to deal with this, I've got to go to work, or I don't know how to deal with it. Say as a little girl, you were bullied at school and you never knew how to deal with it back then. So then it gets lodged into your subconscious mind and it becomes a trigger. Now, as an adult, you're at work and the new employee reminds you exactly of your bully. And you have no idea why they really upset you and frustrate you, and you have all these emotions come up. If you had emotional mastery, or you were willing to look at it, you go, why is this person triggering me? And in your writing, it might come out, she reminds me of that bully. And it may be that you need to actually feel through that time in your life to fully release it. This is how we release our triggers, or one way that you could. That you feel it to heal it. You actually just let those emotions come through you and out of you so you can be free of it. And the more that you free yourself of the triggers and the traumas of the past, the more that you are unlocking more of your fulfillment, more of your joy, more of your happiness, because you're not bogged down by all of this dense energy, by all these do not open boxes in your mind. Now, the next totem is the phoenix. And this is about the phoenix rising from the ashes. So the biggest word with Scorpio is transformation. How do you transform? First, it's about breaking down old structures that don't work for you. So it may be in that scenario with the bullying, you actually have a look at it and you break down where you've got different bullies in your life, or maybe you've become the bully. And you break all of that down. As in, it may be that you choose to do things differently, or you realize that your friend's been bullying you and you choose to release that friendship or that relationship. It is really restructuring. Or it may be that you're in that relationship where you are being bullied and you choose to end that relationship. Then you come into the holding space. Wow, what was I to learn there? It may be that you're letting the emotions come up of the hardship of that relationship, and you're actually allowing yourself to feel it, to heal it, to go, well, what do I need in a relationship? What am I looking for? If I go out into the dating world again, what am I looking for? What are my needs? Who am I? And having this deep healing so that you can transform out the other end and be the phoenix rising from the ashes. And this is where you can create a life that you thought you could never have. It may be that here you were bullied by your relationship partner, and then if you looked around, you realized you actually had a lot of bullies in your life. So you started making changes in all your relationships. You started coming back to you, and then you realized who you really were, and you started attracting all these new people into your world that makes your heart sing. And when you were here, you felt like that couldn't be possible, but through transformation, you absolutely can create this whole other world. It is so possible. And that's one of the really beautiful, powerful traits of the Scorpio, is that they're actually willing to go into the dark places. They're willing to go into that trauma in their childhood, that if they heal through that, they know they'll be a better relationship partner. They know they'll soar in their adult life. So Scorpios can be really good. They're really investigative as well. So they could be, like a policeman, CSI, FBI. They probably love watching those murder mysteries. They want to know more of the depth of life. If you've made a decision, how did you get there? Tell me about it. They want real conversations about what's really going on for you in your life in a friendship, rather than, oh yes, I'm good, she's good, we're all good, and let's leave it at that. They want to know the depth. They're really perceptive. They can tell if you're telling them lies. They can tell if they're in their power, another Scorpio word, if they're being powerful within themselves, they can tell what's really in alignment and what's not. And what they're destined to learn as a Scorpio is that they are these amazing, powerful beings. Not power over, just powerful in themselves, where they know that they can choose what's right for them. They can speak up for themselves. They can enjoy their life. They know who they are. They have that emotional strength and mastery, and then they can use that intuition to choose exactly what they want, and then have all that determination to go after it. So I hope you enjoyed learning about Scorpio. If you'd like to learn about your Scorpio, we could do an astrology chart reading for you. Or you might like to join our online astrology course, where we're really going to go into depth. If you're a Scorpio, you would probably love astrology, because it really goes into the depth of how you work in each area of your life. So I hope you enjoyed this. Please reach out if I can help you on your journey in any way. Sending lots of love and light. Bye.